Money is another one of those areas that a lot of us are very confused about, right? We have a lot of beliefs about it. All of this money stuff, especially at this point, it's just numbers in a computer somewhere that we can't see or touch. And then we have cash, but cash are just pieces of paper or pieces of metal, right? It's not a thing. I mean, is a thing, but it's just like whatever we've decided that something's worth. But we get so super hung up on money and what it all means, and I can't afford, and I can't afford. If you guys remember in the beginning of the year, I talked about cash flow scare that it looked like we are going to be negative $125,000, and then few days later, it looked like it was going to be negative $165,000. I'm happy to report we're nowhere near that. We're positive. We're not going to hit negative at all. How the fuck did that happen? It's a variety of things like revenue. We did some sales. We did some good things, some costs that didn't materialize. Projections for these things are always a little funky, right? Things are up and down. I honestly don't know exactly what made the difference. It wasn't one thing. It was many things, but I'm happy that it turned out this way. But one of the things that I did was even at the lowest point right in the beginning, when I got those numbers that looked super fucking scary, I didn't contract. I didn't go into fear. I was definitely shook. I was definitely impacted, but I didn't go into panic control, right? I rolled with it. And then I've been listening to some old Dan Kennedy thing where he was talking about the importance of giving. And he's like, give even when you think you can't afford it. And he's like, just try it for 30 days and just keep giving for 30 days. And like one of the simple things that you can do to give is just tip whenever you buy something. And I'd go to this hotel right by my house every morning in that period. And then for a $5 cup of tea, I would tip them $20. Right. And I was just like, even though I'm super scared and it looks like we're going to be negative $165,000, I'm still going to do this because like $20 is not going to make the fucking difference, right? And B, yeah, let's do this. Let's implement this and see how it works. It seemed to work out. Was that the reason why? I don't know, but here we are and things are looking pretty damn good. So maybe it had an impact. I don't know. But I think one of the things that it does is it takes that scarcity, like scarcity is a mindset that we buy into. And when you're giving, that kind of negates some of that scarcity mindset. Like, yes, here, it just feels good to give. And you're giving to another person, but really you're giving to yourself. There's the transaction where like this number in my account gets decreased and this number in their account somewhere gets increased. And sure, something happens and I guess the government takes half. There's like that mechanical layer of it. But on an energetic layer, I'm giving to them and it feels good to me, right? That energy lands right back on me and impacts me. And the energy that we put out really is what we get back. So the more that we can just be comfortable in, even though it doesn't look this way right now, the world is abundant. Abundance is reality and it's right there, the better